So you've made it this far, you've popped off several deals, you're starting to stack up like a little bit of a nest egg, and you're probably starting to notice something. Some of the guys you're going to reverse wholesale to will buy that property from you, do no work to it, turn around and list it on the market and make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. And you're sitting there like, I made 8. You made 40. I did all the hard work. What am I missing out on? At this point is where we start to transition from like a reverse wholesaler or a wholesaler to an investor. So you're going to want to work on either raising private money. This could be mom and dad, could be grandpa, could be a rich uncle, could be somebody you meet like at a local real estate investment group that's willing to lend you money or even partner with you on the deal. Maybe it's your reverse wholesale buyer and you say, hey, look, I feel like I'm leaving a lot of money on the table. Any of these that you want to wholetail, which is what we call it when they just buy the property, don't do anything and list it for more money, I'll continue to bring them. You actually don't have to pay me anything up front, but I want half of the deal. That was one of the things I started to do. After a while, you're going to realize, we made $40,000. He made 20. Man, I should really figure out how to get the whole 40, right? So the other option is there's something called hard money lending, which is more expensive. It's typically like 10 to 12% interest per year, plus what they call a point, which is equal to 1% of the loan paid up front. So on something like $200,000, you have to pay $2,000 up front. They'll normally cover 90% of the purchase and 100% of the rehab. So on that, $20,000 or $200,000 deal, you're paying that point up front and you're covering the 10% down. So you might be out like $22,000, but you're out $22,000. They're funding the other 180. You make 40, you get your 22 back. It's worth the risk in my opinion. Down below, I'll link to a couple like hard money lending groups I know that are legit. Be very careful in this space. Don't try to work with somebody from like Facebook or something. If they want you to pay for stuff up front or give them like a fee, it's totally a scam. Only work with somebody that's like legit, has reviews. No real private lender is going to slide into your Facebook messages and be like, I offer private loans at 5% interest up to $500 million. Just cash at me. Like that's not going to happen. Private money, you're typically a little bit cheaper. It's mom and pop, friends and family, people you meet in the community, maybe your dentist or doctor or something, right? On private money, I'm paying like 8 to 9% interest with no points, and they're covering all of the purchase, all of the rehab, and I'm paying them on the back end. So I'm not paying them monthly like I would be on a hard money loan. I don't have a down payment, basically buying houses with none of my own money and getting paid. Now, I still don't call that like, make money with no money because I've covered marketing, I've covered gas, I've covered my time and all of that. From there, once you start to line up some money, you might start to realize like, hey, if I actually remodeled the property, I could make more money. Maybe I want passive income, so I should look at buying rentals. But at that point, you're off to the races. You're a real estate investor.